All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. And when I say rest therein, that's when you lay your head up on the bosom of the Most High Yah and just trust in what you hear, trust in what you feel, because He will give you the ear to hear and a heart to hear His beat of His heart. And I just rest therein. Mm. Yes, this evening we're coming with a message, and it's just going to be just something regarding the tribe of Judah has gone crazy. The tribe of Judah has gone crazy. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that where we are at as a people, in a curse, in the land of our captives, do you think that Yah would want us to speak on His behalf, those that He has chosen and elect as His servants, to warn Judith, to inform Judith with a right now word from the Most High Yah? Yes, that's His characteristics. That's how Yah has rumbled. All these thousands of years, we have heard of how Yah has always sucked the flesh of a man or a woman to give His people a right now word. What is happening today? What is happening to where the tribe of Judah has gone totally whacked? I know why they whacked, because Yah said He was going to whack them. Not only was He going to whack them, He was going to crack them. Where He was going to crack them at, Deborah? In the head. As you read Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 down to 64, I think it's 64, it tells you that Yah said He's going to crack you across your head. That's what He's saying. Until you are destroyed. So we know He's not talking about the type of destroying. But wait a minute now, hold up, Deborah. You might have to back that up a little bit, because He didn't destroy though the first Exodus. He allowed them to die out in the wilderness. Okay, but I guess that also speaks of how many are going to be left here in the land of their captivity. Oh yes, that's going to be a great number. It's going to be left right here. Okay, they don't think that. They don't feel that. Did not He lead them in the wilderness? Yes, He did. And He took the children to the promised land. This is where I say to you all, it is sad how you all out there on all these platforms have been lied to, and you all have kissed, have licked the feet of many, has embraced, have liked, have subscribed, have given all the praises you are supposed to give Yah unto these people on this platform, in the name of them being somebody in Yah. These people ain't even saying that they are the real or the true servants of the Most High Yah. They just got people thinking, and I think I know where it started, is when they told a people. They were the people. They were the children of the Most High Yah. They were the true Jews. We are the elect. We are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But yet, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob wasn't called stiff-necked rebellion and disobedient. So who children are you really? Come on now. Come on now. Now, it's amazing how long it went on, and it's still going on. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all good right now. Everything is good right now. Even now, I look at struggles. I got to look at it as good in a way that it's okay, Deborah. It's all well. It's all well. It's all well. It's okay. It's okay. This Deborah needs be. It's okay. I don't think if I had not had a lane in which Yah has prepared for me, I would be some type of person. And I thank him. I give him praise and glory and honor for orchestrating me a spiritual lane to run in. It is such a good feeling to know. And a lot of times, even when he said, Deborah, come on, get in your lane. Get in your lane. Stay in your lane. I don't feel offended. I feel cared about. I feel all that grace and mercy, all that give and gave. I feel all of that because I look at him as my father. I look at him as the creator of everything, whether it's righteous or unrighteous. I still look at him as the creator of it all. When you see him like that, he sees you like he called you his servant. You see, too many people can't see him like that. Too many people can't feel him like that. Too many people don't know him like that. You see, only those he allowed to know who he is. Okay, the title of this message is Judah, the tribe of Judah has gone crazy. Don't be shocked. Don't be dismayed. Don't be bent up and don't be bent down at what Sister Deborah just said. Hello, everyone in the live chat. It's good to see you because this is what you call the truth of the whole matter. This is what you call the truth of the whole matter of what is actually taking place. I spent some time writing down a lot of things that has happened yesterday and today. And I felt within my spirit, Father, wait a minute. This is just too much. It's out of control. Oh, Father, look, Deborah. They don't know who they're messing with. This judgment on the Most High Yah is what you see today. See, y'all might thinking, oh, it's the heathen, it's the Gentile, they bothering us, they doing this. No, it's the judgment of the Most High. You see, this is where y'all messed up from the floor. You messed up on the floor. Oh, yes, you are. Let me tell y'all why y'all messed up from the floor. Anytime the Most High Yah got a judgment on all, and he had to come down. Not as if he just only high, he everywhere. But he has to bring that judgment of his power on the earth. You don't see the Gentiles. Ain't y'all always tribe of Judah? Oh, he's gonna do this to the Gentiles. Oh, he's gonna do this to the Gentiles. Wait a minute, hold up. Come on now. Have you seen it? And when are you gonna see it? You know why? Because your own tribe of Judah, is walking in wicked and evil at its highest. To where you can't even see the level of wicked and evil resting on the tribe of Judah here in the United States. You can't even see it. You know why? You have become numb to it. You have called it right. And what everybody else is doing is wrong. You have pointed the finger everywhere else except to you and your own nation, your own tribe. You don't even feel the judgment of Yah. And I'm like saying, wait a minute now, Father, hold up. I'm your prophetess in the wilderness. I've been walking behind you since I was 4 years old, not trusting in the white man, the black man, or nobody else. I've been following you. And I see in this day and time, fire kindled under your feet toward a people that's running around here saying, we the children. He don't even want you to know you his children right now. Do y'all know that? Now I'm gonna say he don't even want, he ain't even claiming you. And you claiming him. What are you claiming? Yahuwah. What are you claiming, Yah? What are you claiming, the Father? What are you claiming, Yeshua HaMashiach? For what? Your action shows no kin to my Father. How dare you try to claim that that's your Father? How dare you claim that you are the children of that Father? The Father who holds all power in his right hand and always can go stretching that stretched out arm that carries the power, have made Hamashiach the head of the church, of the body. But yet you claiming that Father? No. You talking about the Father you ain't never seen. You talking about the father that you ain't never seen. You talking about the father grandfather you ain't never seen. You talking about the father's father you ain't never seen. You talking about the father you ain't never seen, because you ain't talking about the one that's high and low, that's any and everywhere, and all power is wrapped in his right hand. Now you ain't talking about that one. Not cutting up from the floor like you are. You are not talking about that one. Let me explain something to you all. These people, tribe of Judah, I'm going to call them these people. And I hope that the Father helped me to stick to just that. Because one thing I learned is, one thing I have learned, and that's this here. If the Creator is a father of many children, why is it our lineage, our upbringing don't match who he is? You talking about your father you ain't never seen. You talking about your father that left your mother a long time ago because he didn't want to look at you in your ugly face. Even when you was a baby, he couldn't stand to even know you exist. You talking about that father. That's your father. That's who you know is your father. That's the only one you can claim. Only father y'all can claim is the father that how would I say, threw away his sperm into your mother's womb and left it there. Turned his back and never looked back at your ugly face. That's the father you some kin to. That's the father y'all need to claim. That's the father you need to say is my father. That's the father that's saying you his children and he ain't never seen you. He don't care to see you. He don't want to see you. That's the father that you talking about, because that's the father you are mimicking. That's the father ways that you have collected. That's the father ways that you have walked therein. You calling the Father in the heavens and on the earth and in the whole world with the right hand power stretched out arm. You're going to say that he your father? Wait a minute. How could he be your father and you mimicking a father of flesh, a father of stiff neck, rebellion, and disobedience? How is that? How can that be? You still following a father that ain't ever fathered you. But you calling him a father. That's your father. You following a father that ain't never took a belt to your tail. You following a father who ain't never gave $1 to your housing, to your food, to put a roof over your head. That's the father you talking about, because that's the one you mimic. That's the one you act like. That's the one you talk like. That's the one you walk like. That's the one you portray. But you don't mess with my father, because the one that I come to know is the one that I am known to be like unto. Don't call him your father, because round about now he ain't calling you his, because he got so much going on that he is allowing to take place to a people who trying to get into his yard, claiming to be his children. Ain't never been in the yard. Ain't never labored in the yard. Ain't never worked in the yard. Ain't never saw his glory in the yard. Ain't never stepped in the yard and give him the praise in the yard. This is the Father, y'all. The Father in which you serve is the Father of the world. You're mimicking the Father of the world. You have nothing in you that can mimic the Father's Son, that His Son, that you too might walk in the ways and in the likeness of. Oh, you don't follow that one. Oh, no. You don't know who your father is. That's the problem. But yet, you act just like him. So therefore, go take your tail into a mirror and look in it. Look over your life so you can see who you are. You are truly your daddy's child. As I woke up this morning, I decided to write a lot of things down. I was overwhelmed with so much wicked and evil that rests in the year of 2023, that rest heavy amongst the tribe of Judah. I see people doing things that's off the chain. And you know what I always said? I said, well, why would one person, and what will be going on in their mind to go try to steal someone's car, and when they come out, you're shooting at them because you want to steal their car. So now you want to commit murder and you want to steal. But then you say you the children of the what? See, they don't understand. There is a father on the earth that matches the father of the flesh, and that is Satan. You the father of Satan. Satan is your father, and you haven't come to even know who he is, but you sure can tell you are his lineage. You walk just like him. You talk like him. You act like him. And you're okay all the sin in the world, like unto your father Satan, who has also connected to the flesh of man to do the opposite of what the heavenly Father stands for. Come on now. You're claiming, you all are out there claiming to be the Father, children, but look how you represent him. You take on evil. You say nothing to unrighteous. You say nothing to injustice. You stand back and call it righteous. And you call unrighteous right. Just, unjust. But what father are you really representing? What father are you mimicking? The father, Satan himself and his crew. As I was looking at all this chaos that's going on in the world, I see one mouth saying this, in the next minute, they mouth saying that. And I'm like saying, these people going to get lost in the world we in. No. Let me correct that. I got to correct that. They lost in the world we in. Because they have found it so easy to get on these devil platforms and teach you all. And have no footprints that follow Yeshua HaMashiach in his direction. No footprints that follow the righteous will of the Father. No footprints that follow the just. Don't even get on the devil platform to really represent the Father that they say that they are the children of. Come on now, devil, go there. I think about what he said back in the days of Noah. What part of that you all don't get? Because you're bent up and you're bent down. That's why you don't get it. You think this is a clown show. You think you in the circus. Oh, you getting paid. You getting paid big time by Satan because he know what hour running up on minutes we in. Because why? He counting his time. See, one thing y'all did not know, your father is Satan. He keeping up with his time. He just know he just got a little more time to go. And he making that little time worth his while. Tribe of Judah. Deuteronomy 28 have laid it up and laid it down. You know what? I said in many chapters that I've gone over and been taught also by the Ruach, many chapters, I say now, if they want to just say that this is not true, then they are set free. They set free. And you think about it, they are already set free because they're gone. This is gone. Who is it? I ask as a prophetess in the wilderness, who is it that is said, that is cursed, that is in the land of their oppressors? Who said it? That I shall destroy thee. That I shall destroy thee. Who said it, these things? And what do that individual who have said it 7 to 8 times in Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 to 64, at least 8 times, that I'm going to destroy thee? Who said it this? Who speaketh this? And who heareth this? The one that heard it, the one that has the ear to hear, is the one that speaketh it, wants to know. Wants to know. Just imagine, you guys, thousands of years, the warning went out. Isaiah bagged it up and bagged it down. Daniel bagged it up and bagged it down. Ezekiel bagged it up and bagged it down. Jeremiah bagged it up and bagged it down, all the way down. The servants of the Most High Yah. Here come Yeshua. He bagged it all the way up and he bagged it all the way down. He broke that thing down in us and upon us. And we still today, the year 2023, trying to represent the Most High Yah in the yard of Satan. The tribe of Judah is crazy. The tribe of Judah is crazy. The tribe of Judah is crazy. When you go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 on down to 63. Watch the Most High Yah that you say that is your father and that you are the children. Watch him speak, destroying you. Here, you go. But only thing that's kind of strange about that, you can be gone here, but y'all can have some sort of pin needle of righteous in you, even though you're gone. But as a prophetess in the wilderness, I look over here, I said, wait a minute, Father, y'all, hold up. That remnant is real small. He said, yes, it is. I told you that years ago. So when you really thinking that remnant is going to swoop the coop when he come and end up in the promised land, no, that small remnant that small remnant, but ain't nothing else coming. It's going to be just like he said, a small remnant. A lot of people talk about the dry bones. When he asks Ezekiel, can these dry bones live? One thing a lot of them don't understand. When you get to Isaiah, when you get to Jeremiah, and you get up into Ezekiel, those dry bones is an army of men, a multitude that Yah is going to bring up. And what are you going to do with them? He's going to take them right over there to the promised land. Men, yes. And wait a minute, hold up, Deborah, hold up. What's this thing about David? Because David is going to be king. You see? Oh, no, you don't have to know what David looked like. You ain't never seen him. You ain't never seen nothing. You ain't never seen nobody. You ain't seen Moses. But you believe. You believe Moses more than you do the Most High Yah. You believe Moses more than you do Yeshua HaMashiach. That's how gone you are. You've been gone. You ain't just come on the scene and all of a sudden you've been gone. You've been gone. You your father's child. You your father's child. That stiff-necked rebellion and disobedience. See, that's what you don't understand. How could you be a stiff-necked rebellion and disobedient and be the children of the Father in the heaven? See, that's where you didn't know. You didn't know. He ain't talking about you. He's going to destroy this. And I first came in, and they 75% gone already, Father. This was about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Oh, no, Father. They about 75% gone already, Father. You know what Sister Deborah can say today? Year 2023. We gone. We all the way gone. See, I was gone anyway, but I wasn't that type of gone. I wasn't type of gone that look at sin. I wasn't that sin, that wicked, that evil gone. Praise the mighty God. No, I wasn't that gone. I was the gone in which Yah said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 on down. He said at least 6 to 8 times, I'm going to destroy your butt. But what do these people in this earth? We the people, we the children. When does the Father destroy his children? See, y'all got him bent. Y'all got him bent up and bent down. Y'all got him likened to the flesh of a wicked man. You're gone. He's got to destroy this. And those who's going to not only be destroyed here and here, that means you ain't going. You're not a part of that small remnant. But for us being destroyed, see, you can be destroyed here, but have he that is greater in you here, that to get you on out of here. You didn't know that, did you? No, because you're too deep in the flesh. You down deep in the flesh like your father. He tell you your father stiff-necked, rebellion, and disobedient. You run around here, yeah, I want to be like my father. I want to be worse than my father. And that's how you portray the whole thing. You're worse than your forefather. And running around here saying somebody bothering you. How can you be worse than your forefather and sit on this earth and say somebody's doing something to you, someone messing with you? Have you ever realized you done mess with yourself for too long to where nobody even want to mess with you? Because you done enough messing with yourself. You're gone. The tribe of Judah is crazy. They gone crazy. Now, like I said, a couple of years ago, I know it was 75%, but today, a living witness, 100. The worst thing about it, I'd rather be gone here and have y'all here than to be gone here, and in the grave. Oh, no, 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 no. You ain't gonna stand a chance getting up out of here. Being destroyed here, and grave is waiting for you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. You wouldn't want that. I got up this morning and I began to write all these things down regarding what I was seeing and what I was hearing in the news. It was nonstop. I sat back and I said, Father, look how the big old trap has been made. They made their own trap, Father, and fallen straight into it. Facebook, Patriot, Instagram, Rumble, Twitter, YouTube. These people from the tribe of Judah has made this big old net of wicked and evil and can't even see themselves getting all entangled in it. They think they're representing the power, the mighty Yah. They think they're representing him. And they all entangled in the net that they have set themselves and trapped themselves when they were trying to trap you. And they got entangled in the net with you. It is said that when we get over there to the promised land, how David is going to rule. Now, I want you to understand, for David to come and rule, it don't mean it has to mean David that was, but it is. Woo! I think I said that right, didn't it, Father? Yeah! I think I did say that right. It don't have to be David that was, but the David that is. When it's mentioned in there, that's who going to be ruler, in a sense, over in the promised land. I believe the dry bones are going to be the multitude that fought in many battles with David. And Yah is going to bring them up, because it's not a multitude as if it's someone that was the dry bones were a place where people were scattered to the point where it's like bones, the dry bones was like it was on a war field. Let's put it like that. It was just that many dry bones that they had to find their pieces. Okay? And find, the leg, the arm. And one thing I like about it is when I hear it says dry bones. Can these dry bones live? I love that. I love it. Because I don't see it in the natural, like the natural mind see it. So you trying to say, wait a minute, thousands of years ago, ain't you? You talking about a long time ago, some bones. Yes, that's what the word dry is for. And they scattered all about. And don't understand. Understand this, y'all. Understand. You got to understand, heavens was speaking on this. This wasn't Ezekiel. No, this was heaven. And who speaking to who speaks to Ezekiel? Was that an angel talking to Ezekiel? No, it was Yahuwah. Just as it was Abraham. Abraham got in the vision. His first time was in the vision with Yahuwah. He was scared as a chicken. He was scared. Everything Yahuwah was telling him. And he said, okay, Sarah's going to have a child. Okay, this, and he's going to be, you're going to have a multitude. And Abraham just as scared as a chicken. And everything Yah was telling him in that vision, it said that he believed. Now, he in the vision. Who wouldn't believe? You standing in the midst of glory. Not as if you saw him, but that you up in his glory. And he telling you, you right, you're going to believe what he's saying because you don't know where you're at. No way. So what happened? He said, I tell you what, bro, you good. I already count. You already been counted in as righteous. I've been in bringing you. Going on down. Why do you think the moment Abraham left the vision, he went out there and did the opposite of what the vision was telling him? You see what I'm saying? It's because, wait a minute, it shows you that the belief that he believed in was not the natural belief. Well, what do you mean, Sister Deborah? He was in glory. He was in a vision, standing before glory, and he believed. You see? So was it something he believed after? No, that's why he went down there and got Sarah's maid. Sarah told him, as far as having a child by the maid. You see what I'm saying? Or Sarah's servant or whoever she was. Hagar, I think that's her name. But he went into her. Why would he do that? Why would you do that after you was in the vision? Come on now, y'all. Let's go to the spiritual realm. Abraham, why would you go and do that when you just heard the Father in glory? You were scared as a chicken when you were there, and you believed what he said. It was said that you believe, Abraham. But why is it the moment you left out, you did the opposite of what you were standing in glory and believed? Even after Yah revealed to you, you were branded already. You already counted, branded with righteousness. You leave that, go straight into the flesh and go down and do the opposite. Because he had told you was going to have a son. He told you everything. Stars of the sky, sand of the sea. And you turned around. The moment you were out of that vision, here you go right down there doing the opposite. You see? So that's why you have to be able to step in when you reading. You have to. Now, I don't say you have to be able to, because you can't step into nothing Yah don't bring you into. So Abraham got an opportunity to step into glory, to hear the voice of Yah in the vision. But it didn't mean nothing. Once that vision was over, he went straight down and did the opposite of what the vision had told him. Even though Yah said, I done counted you in, bro. You already branded with righteous. He still went down and did it. You see? The reason why, no matter what Abraham would have done, when Yah revealed to us, we should have knew then. Wait a minute, Father Yah. You counted him in. You said you counted him righteous. So you didn't already branded him. Yes. Y'all missed it because you wasn't in the spiritual realm of understanding what is spirit and what is truth. See, when he left that vision, he went right back to the flesh because he did not take heed to what was said to him in the spirit. So a lot of times people don't understand. And I was bringing that up because of Ezekiel. When he told Ezekiel in the vision, Those dry bones. You think those dry bones can live? And this is the sickness of the tribe of Judah. Oh, that's the whole house of Israel. He talking about he gonna raise those that has died up. That's the whole house of Israel. You know, you see what I'm saying? But baby, understand. He's in a vision speaking to Ezekiel. Ezekiel seeing the dry bones in the vision. What does that vision represent? What Yah is going to do. That's what Ezekiel was saying. And he got to the point where he said, in a sense, Father, you know all things. And he said, speak to him. Speak to him. Prophesize to him. I'm like saying, wait a minute, hold on, Father. You mean you was like in the spirit realm telling him prophesied in the spirit? He was bringing that Ezekiel spirit into a spirit realm with his vision. He was bringing Ezekiel's spirit into a spiritual realm of his vision, what he's going to do. So we know that army has to come in somewhere along the line. So when you get to Ezekiel 37 and 38, there you go. There it is. And it says an army of men. It says a multitude. That's what it says, not an army of men. But when he got to talking about and David gonna pull up, I said, "Oh, now that's that is David's army that he lost on the battlefield. You gonna raise up that? You gonna raise them up for real?" And the beauty of it, he's taking them over to the promised land. And that small remnant, when they get over there, then he's going to bring a multitude of men over to the promised land. Like a battle, like a army. But we ain't going to be no fighting. No more of that. No. I like how he said, ain't nobody going to have to teach nobody. You see what I'm saying? I like that. Because greater is going to be he. Is going to be doing the teaching. So I believe that the small remnant is going to be many women. I think it's going to be a lot of women. I really do. As you go to Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 25, and when you go to Isaiah chapter 4, where he says 7 women to 1 man, people, the flesh of wicked, evil men would think that means 7 women to 1 man. Ooh, he gonna have a time. People, that is spirit. That realm is connected to spirit. They were saying 7 women to 1 man. They want to take the name. And the name was the men that's going to be left alive. It's going to be 1 out of 1,000,000. And when the women see them, they're going to want to be called by that name called holy. Because if you survived, my father, my brother, my husband, my son died in Ezekiel chapter 3 and 25. Then I'm in chapter 4, 7 women to 1 man. That lets you know the men is going to be very limited. And it's not nothing to do with flesh on flesh. They're talking about what that man going to be. The women are going to know once they see a man, that's a holy. He's holy. He's a holy man of Yah. And guess what? That's what it says. And then he turned around and told the women, and you shall be holy. See, they don't, the way these men made you think sexual and fleshly is Isaiah chapter 4. That's because they're gone, y'all. They're gone. They've been gone. Deuteronomy 28, the end game. It's called the end game. You see how all of them like to play games? They like to play all that game, all them PlayStation and all them games, shooting and killing and stealing and robbing, sitting up playing the games all the time. All of them like to play it. But guess what? The game is on them because the game is over. Try playing that game in Deuteronomy 28. The game that Yah says, I'm going to destroy your butt. So if you think you can see, what happened is they've been playing so many worldly games to where the spiritual game that y'all sitting up playing done played for them and left them and said, hi, have you tried my game? Come on over yonder. See if you can play this game. Read Deuteronomy 28. Go to 16, verse 16 and go on down. You think you're going to beat this game? No, because guess what? Yah's the destroyer in the game. Deuteronomy 26, he is. Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 on down to the end. Yah is the destroyer. See, they don't want to fight that game. Try playing that one. How about that? I bet you can't play that game and win. You always want to go out here and get these games to see which one you can defeat. That one you won't defeat because it's going to kill you. And even to know it would take their lives. Why? Because they're gone already. They're not going to accept that. Wait a minute now. It says in here, just like that old hen on YouTube, her name is Deborah Yah. It is said that he going to destroy us. See, they don't want to come nowhere near that game. Costs too much. They're going to lose their lives. That's why they don't go over in that area. They don't go to that store and pull up that game and try to play that one. Try. You won't go near it. You won't even see. You won't even try the game itself to see if you can beat it. Because you think you want to stand on the outside, pretend you done got victory. And you going somewhere. How about the end game to Deuteronomy 28? Matter of fact, I need to see if somebody can develop that game. That's a good, I need somebody to develop that as a game. That would be off the chain. Boy, if somebody can develop that game, all the games that they play, y'all, has to do with eliminating, destroy someone. That's all they like about them games. Y'all didn't know that, did you? All those PlayStation 5, 4, 3, and Nintendo and Xbox, it's all about killing, stealing, and destroying on them games. That's it. There's some race cars crashing. So how about, wait a minute, somebody come up with a game, Deuteronomy 28, and knock right there at 20 and go on down. And at the end of the game, say, end game. Oh, Father, I ain't got no sense. Sister Deborah ain't got no sense. Oh, Father, I ain't got no sense, none whatsoever. Because, hey, y'all might hear me talking. But if somebody who make games, they get a hold of that one, they know they gonna make some money. Because it's something to think about. It's something to think about. The end game. Deuteronomy 28. Bring that thing up. Starting with verse 16. Make a game out of that. Not a system. Make a game that goes on PlayStation, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo, the new one, and Xbox, the latest. So these doing tribe of Judah, the ones that like to lay up and play all these violent games, give them that game. I bet you they wouldn't play another game after that one. I will guarantee you they won't play another game after that one because they will never win that one. They will never win that one because if like I say, if it would had to be me to come up with a game like that, I should be talking too loud because these wicked, evil, they would come up and build up a game like that because really, you guys, you all probably just thinking Sister Deborah talking, but in me, it struck something. They will make a lot of money. The end game of Deuteronomy 28. That's what they should have named. The end game of Deuteronomy 28. And every time, oh man, they be dead before they get to the end of the game. That's the sad part about it. They be gone. They be thinking, woo, Sister Deborah, you know you ain't got no sense. But that's all right. Catch me on the other side where the sense is all at 100 on that spiritual realm. Okay, so what I was saying this morning, I got into a lot of chaos this morning regarding all this violence and all this chaos that the tribe of Judah were doing. Again, then guess what? I sat my butt down and said, no, I don't want to hear no more of it. So I wrote a whole lot of things down that I was going to tell y'all that's happening because it's between yesterday and today. The tribe of Judah is out there, y'all. It's out there. They are out there hand in hand with Satan and his whole gang. They are gang banging with Satan and his group. Just that close, y'all. They're out there. The tribe of Judah is. And they have been out there and they don't have no sense of spiritual understanding that the judgment of Yah, kindled fire under his feet, is on this land. They don't see themselves dying. They don't see them killing each other. They don't see them hating each other with a perpetual hate. They don't see that the young is killing the young. They don't see that the old is killing the old and the young. They don't see our men destroying their daughters and their wives. They don't see the level of perpetual hate that our men of the tribe of Judah have, not just on their females, but on one another. They don't see the mothers has nothing left in them but to kill, to destroy, drink alcohol, drugs. It is over. Deuteronomy 28. That's the name. That will be the end of that game. It is over. No, it is finished. End game. Woo! Father, I ain't got no sense. You knew I didn't. You knew I ain't never had no sense, but I just love you, Father God. Anyhow, because you all the sense I need. Woo! To have that heavenly sense, huh? I don't need no sense in this flesh. It ain't going nothing but to the grave anyway. But on that other end, baby, where all that power is at, oh man, you get bent up and down on that end when you're dealing with me. But let me tell y'all this. So Sister Deborah got in there and I started saying, okay. And it came to me about lies. I began to see that where the Roman Catholics started from was during the time of the Messiah. They were doing some cutting up from the floor up then, all the way up until today. The only thing with them is they grew powerful. Why? Because Satan gave them his right hand. Okay? So when he gave them his right hand, they are the power of wicked and evil. That's why they always mess with little kids. They always mess with boys. They always mess with little girls trying to learn about what is in us as a female. They took our womb, Father Yah, and made it their logo. And all these doing ignorant tribe of Judah walk around here and can't even discern it, can't even see it, can't even behold it. That's what they did. Their logo. So now I got to tell my ex-husband that the reason why we see all these logos over all the hospitals, over all the colleges, is because that was the first thing they made sure every college have their logos. The Roman Catholic. I'm telling y'all, woo-wee! Satan picked his own right hand. But as I was looking at all this chaos, I couldn't shake off the tribe of Judah and then all this chaotic mess that's going on in the world. I can't look over to here to the heathens and the Gentiles. I can't look over here to the Europeans and China and Russia and British and German. I can't even look nowhere but where y'all allow me and suffer me to look. Right in the midst of you, among your own people. And they not your own people, Deborah. You need to find time to correct that every time you speak it. They're not your own people. If they not of me, they are not of you. Just because you all are melanated, just because that you came here, you're the ancestors of those who came on a slave ship. He that is for me is not against me. You see? So you can't make these people who you are in me and who I am in you. Stay in your lane. Run it. You see? I love when he tell me to stay in my lane because that's a safe haven. That's a place of comfort. That's a place of assurance. That's a place of endurance. That's a place of long suffering. That's a place where I can discern. That's a place where I can interpret. I know where I'm at. So I love him saying that. I don't care what is going on. It's not like he said all the time, but when he do, I be embracing. Stay in my lane. I got a lane. I got a lane. That's why I said I can tell somebody something, whether they like it or not. It don't matter no more to me. That's just where I'm at. So as I got off of seeing all the evil and wicked at its highest regarding the tribe of Judah, because y'all said it ain't gonna be no end. It ain't gonna be no end. The white supremacists, the KKK, the heathens, the Gentiles, they ain't worried about taking us out. We taking each other out. We are taking each other out and smiling at it and clapping at it. Because he said if they're not against it, they are for it. If they don't speak toward it, then they are with it. See, y'all good at what he says. He's about what he said, and he say what he's about. So here I am focusing now in a different state. I said, okay, what is it? What is it? You know, I did a study. After all that was going on, I kicked that to the curb this morning, and I went into a study. And when I went into that study, I said, okay, I'm done. I finished it. I said, Father, years ago, I said, they said we are wicked. And all that time I was saying that, they ain't awakened to nothing. Father, the study that he gave me was he wanted me to go back and just read and listen to him. And what I was doing is I was going back to find out about the sons of Yah and the giants, the fallen angels and the giants. It was beautiful, you guys. It was beautiful that was a good lesson for me as an individual who is a servant of the Most High Yah, because it was like a comfort to what I already knew. So that's another thing about the Most High Yah. When he's working with you and teaching you and revealing things, it's no end. He's always updating you. You know how the world is always updating the phones and updating electronics and updating this. Who in this world is going to say that the Father don't upgrade his servants? When he always upgraded me. Even sometimes when he upgraded me, I said, but Father, I knew that. He said, I know you know it, but you know something different today. You know a little bit higher today. And I embrace it. I always embrace it because it feels good, y'all. It really feels good. So he was explaining to me about how the discovery of the Roman Catholic having the Christians as a shield because they were destroying the Christians back in the days. That's where, and I don't even think they were called like Christians, they were believers at one time. So he was saying that that's how far back Deborah is being. They've been representing Satan. They came down here to represent Satan way back. And I said, but you got these so-called people say, we the people. I said, Father, this time we awaken. He said, they ain't awakened to nothing but darkness. And that's what that circle is, he was telling me. They're just running around in darkness in circles. So as I did my study, I found out a little more than what I knew. I found out just as it is with the Roman Catholics. That's the power that bees, that you and I and people on this earth through the food, their power is so powerful, people don't understand that they're going to control the banks, they're going to control the food. Now, right now, without a doubt, when I pass by, I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I went to the grocery store the other day, I passed by beef and chicken. And all I could think was they're going to poison us through the food. I believe they're going to do it through the food and the water. But I hear another voice on the other side. He said, when you drink poison, it shall not kill you. Y'all got hands. See, we can't be afraid of what they're going to do, but it don't mean we go out and eat it like it's, but you kind of taper down from it until you come to a level where you are away from it. You see? So it's no need in thinking, okay, they doing this to the food, they doing this here. Like with me, I have been doing it for some time now. I always boil my water. I boil my water and then I put it in the freezer I let it cool down and everything for a day. And I put it in pitchers and put them in the refrigerator and ice trays. That's what I do. When you bring that to that level, you killing a lot of things. But whatever this is that they're going to put in our food, especially our meat, they already know that the heat and the fire is not going to move it. These people said on nationwide television that we're going to delete half of the population by 2025. And you got people walking around here acting like they Satan's best friend toward one another, toward their children, toward their friends, toward their mothers, toward their fathers, toward their brothers, toward their sisters. Yes, you are Satan's best friend. He don't consider you his friend. He just consider you to be a fool. Okay? So what I'm saying is all of these things that I see and I know that's here, it's not something to get someone scared. See, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. When you are a servant of the Most High God, I mean a real servant, you know you ain't got nothing to fear but the fear that he put in you of him. The fear that he put in you of him is the only fear you should have. The fear of eating and drinking or taking in something that they're going to put, you don't have no business being afraid of that. Because he had already told you, wait a minute, hold up. What you going to be afraid of what they can do to your body? What about him that can destroy your body? And don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. You're afraid of he that can destroy that nasty body when that nasty body got a date and an hour and a minute and a second to be destroyed anyway into the earth. Die. And you worried about that. That's why I said to you all, so many people said they're going to the heavens. 99 trillion of them do not want to die to get there. They want to say it out their mouth. They want to act who they are on the outside, like the tribe of Judah. Like they Satan's best friend. They Satan's ace, but still proclaiming to be all that and something in the bosom of Yah. They ain't in the bosom of Yah. They ain't nowhere near him, to be honest. But what I was saying is, so this is the topic he gave me this morning. It was about the giants, the fallen angels, and the sons of Yah. And when I saw that and he gave it to me, I said, but Father, how is it that it is before our face? It's just like this book is right up on Sister Deborah. And I'm saying, I don't see that book. That book is not there. That book is not there. That's how sick the mindset of Judah is. You all, there has always been giants in the land. There are giants today. Giants is people who have unusual height of a man or of a woman. You see, they have always existed. And just because they are giants does not mean that they are fallen angels. Y'all said that is a lie. Because if they are fallen angels, the tribe of Judah needs to get their ticket, because they are fallen angels as well. Because from what I hear from him, only a small remnant is going to make it to the other side. So I'm trying to grip why they would say. And I asked the Father, I said, I'm closing this book up right now. I hadn't seen enough. That's what I had to say. I said, Father, every verse that says the sons of Yah were the sons of Yah on the earth. How did they get fallen angels, giants? Then you key up giants as fallen angels. You don't see it nowhere. Then you go back and you say, okay, David fought Goliath. But David didn't just fight Goliath. Samuel fought giants. David fought another family of Goliath. Other people in another section, in the country, I put it like that, they fought them. I'm trying to understand, and it wasn't that back then they were fighting for territory, land. You see what I'm saying? Who's going to be the king or ruler? Kingdom against kingdom. Let's put it like that. But it wasn't, how did we get fallen angels out of giants? See, the tribe of Judah is so far gone to where they are not awakened, you guys. They are in darkness, calling it light. They're gone. They are gone. Like I said, I was saying back 2 years ago, 75% of this here is gone. Now it's 100, y'all. Because all the things that I've seen in the world lately and in time past, coming up to this day and time, it's not something that's getting better. It's getting worse. And the tribe of Judah is cutting up from the floor. But yet saying, we are the children. We are the people. We are the chosen one. But they don't see you're calling yourself to be all that. Who are you the children of? Who are you the chosen of? They don't see that. They don't see none of that. All this stuff that I'm seeing, I'm like, They don't understand. I'm the prophetess in the wilderness. So I'm in a place where Yah has me, that he shows me these things. Why should I get on here or be anywhere in life in this day and time and deny what these spiritual eyes see? Why? See, the tribe of Judah, they needed a good tail whooping. I mean, a homemade tail whooping like they never had before. I really think so. But you know what the Father is saying? Even with a good tail whooping, this is what he said in my spirit, Deborah, even with a good tail whooping, it wouldn't help them. Want me to tell you why? He said they've been like this since the beginning. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So a good tail whooping wouldn't do them. They gone. So don't look. He said, don't look for them. And the heathens have put firepower into their hands so that they may kill each other, so that they may destroy each other. They gave them plenty of drugs to take into their community so they may kill each other and destroy each other. I want to tell y'all one thing the heathens is not worried about, and the Gentiles. One thing the heathens is not worried about, nor the Gentiles. They're not worried about your tail. You think the Gentiles and the heathens been knowing who you were. You think they scared of you? Talking about you, the people, you, the chosen, you waking up, and they scared you waking up. They know your tail ain't woke. That's how sick y'all are. They know your tail ain't nowhere near nothing woke. Why? Because they sat down and they think that they have mastered something. And if they sit down and think that, they know how it's going to go. They already know the end. While you all are sitting around here running in circles, chasing your dawn tail in the midnight hour, trying to be something that you ain't. You in prison, you in captivity. Why do you want to be a ruler, a king, and a leader when you can't even lead your tail nowhere but in a circle? Y'all showed me this morning. Giants are not fallen angels, Deborah. Not only are they lying to themselves, and all the books that they get is the same books the Roman Catholic has orchestrated, has caused to be. Everything that they get, they think that y'all gonna come down here and say, here y'all, here go the books they took away from y'all. You see how stupid they are. Here's the books they took away so you won't know who you are. Who is the controller of the beginning and the end? Who say I am the beginning and the end? Who say I am Alpha and I'm Omega? Who says that? The whole world knows the creator Ahaya is the beginning and the end. And anything you look for in between, you better know. He ruled it too. So what makes you think that all these books that you drowning your ugly face in and ain't getting nothing out of it? Nothing. No power, no authority, no righteous, no just, no spirit and truth, and no light. You only get in darkness of your flesh. Understanding. That wisdom in your flesh, that knowledge in your flesh, that's all you getting out of all these books. Because now one of them going to show you the light. Now one of them books going to show you the way to the narrow gate. Now one of them books going to give you spirit and truth. So where do you have your tail at today? You see? So here we are. I'm like, why would they train, teach, minister, and put all that trash in their own people's ear? He said, Deborah, don't they kill their children? Yeah. Don't they steal from their people? Yeah. When you go among them, what do they want to do? Fight, argue, drink, smoke, drugs, and kill. The reality is, Sister Deborah ain't got no me. She don't gain nothing on this Deborah platform. This Deborah platform don't give me nothing. So why do I need to come here and make a lie so you can be able to be looked at as truth? That's a lie from the pit of hell. That is not who I am, and that's not who I'm going to be. So the Spirit of the Yah was teaching me this morning, and it did help me because I was seeing all the violence and the killing and the wicked and the stealing that our young men are doing. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. It is our young men off the chain, and you know, everybody knew it. They see it. They see it. They just too stupid. They thinking, okay, well, we the people, we the chosen one. We going with Yah. Yah, we his kids. No, you ain't. You've been serving Satan ever since you've been here, and you gonna sit and say, but you the children. You better wake up. Didn't he leave those others in the promised land? Didn't he leave them in there? Not in the promised land, in the wilderness. Didn't they stay there 40 years? They died too, y'all. 40 years. Come on. They got left in the wilderness. You think he's not going to leave you in the rectum of Babylon? When you've been up there snooping for so long and you still loving it because you're trying to show them that you shook hands with Satan. Darkness on darkness. So what he was showing me, he said, all of that has been a lie. I said, but Father, how is it that the tribe of Judah cannot find no righteous, no just, no light, no peace? He said we should have peace. We should have joy. In prison, Father? Yes, because greater is me that's in you than the prison that you are in. So why is it that they can't find nothing but chaos? You go into their community. I, myself, as a prophetess in the wilderness, wouldn't even want to live around the people who have shown me for 62 years that they don't give a rat's behind about nothing. Oh no, a lot of us have said, but there's some of us, and you know, not all of them like that kick rocks. That's why they all gonna be left here, except for that small remnant. If you're talking about that small remnant, then you're talking a different story. But when you have the small remnant against that's coming, and that y'all gonna take out versus what he gonna leave, come on now. You're gonna leave more than 75%. You're gonna leave more than probably 80% here. So what are you talking about? It still shows you a low number. They was hooping and hollering. I said, can these darn people see what 144 is? That's like 1%. They can't see that, Deborah. That's how, this is what he means when he says they chasing their tails in darkness. Just imagine a dog. He's, say for instance, oh, Deborah, you ought to quit. Chasing your tail. They chasing their tail in darkness. They shouldn't be able to see their tails. Sister Deborah, I told you they ain't got no sense. But they chasing their tails in the darkness. So what he gave me, he said, now see, how many times did I say that? Sons of Yah. Sons of Yah. And what was behind it? I was saying it was you. Always yours. He said, now how did the tribe of Judah get that messed up from the floor and says the sons of Yah was the fallen angels? How did they get messed up from the floor, not understanding who was in Genesis chapter 6? This is what made him destroy the world when those that he sent down to represent him got entangled with the mindset of the flesh of a man. They lied to you all. I can't even tell you heathens and Gentiles. See, we need to get off of that kick because it ain't the heathens and Gentiles. It's us, ourselves. Y'all told us in Ezekiel 36. No, Ezekiel, these people, they were not, it's not that I'm dispersing them to the four corners. He said, Ezekiel, when they were in the promised land, they were doing the same crap they're going to do when they get here. That's why I got to bring them to the people that is unlike unto who they are and who they were. So the Most High Yah was matching your nasty tails up with the land in which you are on. Because he said the way that you were in the promised land is the way that he placed you in the land of your captivity, people unlike unto you. He was matching your tail up. You hear that, tribe of Judah? He was matching your tail up. That's why you end up in the United States and other places. But basically, most of you end up here in the United States. So when you look at the heathens and the Gentile, they doing this, they did this, they try to do this to us, they try to do this. Y'all said, stop lying, stop lying. But he says, no need you stop it. It's over, it's finished. So you can continue to lie. You've been chasing your tail in the mid-pitch black darkness, chasing your tail, calling yourself awakened. It's finished. It's over. So he began to show me about the giants. He said, ain't no falling, not what they're saying. The sons of Yah are mines, Deborah. And when I saw mines, which is the sons of Yah, I told you, Deborah, my spirit shall not strive with mines always, because they are also flesh. I'm out. I'm going to end this thing. Why? Because, Deborah, I sunned them down. And when they saw what the men were doing to their daughters, these men of the tribe of Judah done got away with too much. I would probably do better if he would lead the majority of men of the tribe of Judah in the land of their captive and take the women from all over the four corners and any other men that's not in the United States. Because these men in the United States, they need to go down with the snake. They need to go down to the hole with the snake. I am not lying to you all. I'm telling you what I see in the wilderness when I'm being taught by the Father, what he's showing me and how he's dealing with me. So I'm like, I got to read all these verses. Oh, I got to read about the giants. Oh, the giants always was here, Father. He said, that shows you they've been lying. They've been lying. I'm like, they don't know what to lie about. And then he told me about the giants. He said, now, when Yeshua came on the scene, the sons become the children of Yah. Isn't that deep? He said, when Yeshua came on the scene, the sons, it's no longer called the sons of Yah. It's called the children of Yah. And I said, I'm finna go over here and see. I'm finna go over here. Not that I was trying to make Yah out of lie. I was in study with him. So he wanted me to see in the natural as well as the spiritual. So as I opened the Bible, I went into the New Testament and then I began to see. I said, these are the children of Yah. In the old, it is the sons of Yah. In the new, it is called the children of Yah. See, the Catholics, they Satan's right hand power. But Yah rule it all. They gonna only, let's say they're gonna be like this here. Yah said they can go, move, stop, move, stop, move, stop. That's how Yah in control. I don't care what kind of power they been into since the beginning of time. And they are some kind of power, Yah. They didn't got so much power. Guess what they rule over? Everything on the earth. Don't that sound like Satan? Come to deceive the what? The whole world. And he uses the Roman Catholic as his right hand power. And here these doing ignorant tribe of Judah, so-called ever learning, never coming to the knowledge of spirit and truth. And here it is right before us, and they still can't see it. They so busy saying they doing this to us, they doing this. Well, what about your brothers out there killing your sisters? What about your brothers killing their mothers and fathers? What about your brothers killing each other? Why are your brothers out there? And guess what? You all don't know. It's a part of the plan. It is a part of the plan. It is a part of the plan. They passed the gun law. Now they on nationwide television talking about guns are out when they know they the one built them and created them and brought them and put them in the hands. Y'all, it's all in the plan. Everything that they doing. And that's why this guy named Crenshaw Pearson, he wants to say God gave him this gift and to be able to deal with these colors and these numbers. See, the colors and the numbers, he's saying, is Satan speaking. He said, these, when you see these here, this is Satan speaking. Satan ain't got that much power in the world. So what I did see today, I wasn't trying to see it, y'all. And I'm glad he gave me a lesson today, because I'm sitting here doing all my reading, and all of a sudden it came on television that the Roman Pope came up with the three colors in which Crenshaw always talk about. The niffins, whatever it's called, blue, the purple, and the whatever kind of red. They was talking on a history about how the Roman Catholics, their colors was the same colors Crenshaw Pearson talks about. Those colors. He said that the Father gave him the gift to be able to speak, see, and understand Satan's speaking. Okay? And he's speaking through numbers and colors. He's telling the story. He's telling you what he's doing and how he's doing. But here it is, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. I don't need the numbers and I don't need the colors. All I need is the Father that is the creator of all things. Teach me. Show me things to come. Reveal things unto me. And if I forgot something years ago, bring them things back to my remembrance. And you comfort me when I need some comfort. That's what I need. So I'm still asking the Father, and so far he's given me Deborah. The gifts came before repentance. So many people have gifts. They don't understand. You can't, I don't have no reason to give you gifts to identify Satan when a Satan always identify himself. You see? So all this thing and he's chasing, and this is how I know something wrong with what Crenshaw Pearson is doing, is he take anything. He'll take this tissue I got, and he'll make it say, can you see the snake head? Oh, there's a snake head. Can't you tell? Can't you see the snake head? And he'll wear it out. He'll see this here. If I put on these, okay, you see the glasses, red and black. Red means this, and black means this. See, this is them speaking without speaking. And he got so addicted to it, to Yah has allowed him to love on it, to where he don't even know. There might have been a gift in you, but you have taken advantage of it. Let me give you an example. You know how somebody say, when I used to smoke weed, and then I went to the next step, and the next step, and the next step. Now I'm on drugs, all kind of drugs. I'm out of my mind. This is what wicked and evil do to you. It's no man on this earth that Yah has given a gift to play in the day, to play in the devil's den. And that's what Crenshaw is doing without knowing it. And as I was saying, I said to the Father, I said, Father, Crenshaw seems like he losing it. I said, I can kind of see that he don't sleep. I can kind of see that he's getting strung out on a lot of this darkness that he's playing in. And he said he is. And I am not lying, you all. So I got on there and I said to him about 4 or 5 times, what is it for you to gain to know Satan's move when you can't change not one? Why would Yahuwah give you a gift to play in the lion's den and leave you there? And you thinking now you teaching the lions. See, this is where his head is at. And what it leads to me to understand, he's been doing it for so many years. Because with me, I believe, without a doubt, I don't care what gift you got, it got to give my Father the glory. It got to give my Father the honor. It got to represent him as being all power, all authority. It got to be him. I remember when he was on there, not remember, one time he was on there, he was so angry because YouTube had boosted him up and he was so high, y'all. This man was grinning, his eyes bucked, and he just so happy. And he thinking he's telling everybody something. I'm like, man, where's your deliverance? Where's your repentance? Where's your telling these people to seek the Most High Yah? You don't even know who you are. You don't even care. And you can tell that he's what you call what you call Uncle Tom. Because he believed in making sure he's very careful in how he leads a lot of people on his page, which are European heathens and Gentiles. He be careful in what he says. He don't have no problem saying things about black, but he be very careful in how he step on the toes of the white man. And I sat there and I watched that. And I'm telling you, it's just so much that I sat back and I watched. I said, well, Father, this man gonna have to go down. I said, because you did not give no gift like that. And he have taken it on because he played so long in Satan's den to now Satan has made him feel that he has the power and the authority to be in that den and give information. And that's a lot of people on these devil platforms, especially YouTube and Facebook. They don't even understand y'all made room for you to be on there. And it's not for his behalf. When Satan saw what you was doing and realized you wasn't really representing the Most High Yah, he said, she's yours. He's yours. Do as you please. You see, a lot of people don't know that's how the Father rumble. He don't play. That's why the fear, his brain, you need that. You need that. You need it. But so I sit back and I see the things he's saying. He would take, and I try to understand, because he would take this cup. Now, when I see this cup, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I see it to be orange. He would take this cup and say, see, that's purple. And I'm like saying, dude, how do you get purple out of an orange cup? That's when I was able to spot that he was in the devil's den and calling it the blessing of Yah. That's how far our people are gone. We gone. Gone. It's gone. It's gone. Like my shirt, he would say, oh, that shirt she got on, you see that black and white in there? That means the devil playing both sides. You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all, how do y'all like this is old stuff. This here I got from the Goodwill. I like this here. I love this here. My son in Texas, he loves this too. I like it. I get the one that has the pink. You see? I like this here. Guess what Sister Deborah was doing today? She cut the grass on the front. She cut the grass on the side. She cut the whole grass in the back. Okay? I pick up all, if you saw it, y'all wouldn't even believe it. All the branches, because I had a tree cut down, I had to remove all of that and pile it up in the area in the backyard. So when yard waste day come, I can take those pieces and put them out there for them to pick it up. So Sister Deborah went out to do some yard work with what she got on. You see? So that's what I did today. You know why? I need something to get this mind off the fact that it's gone too. But it's all right with me, as long as that spiritual being is intact with the Ruach HaKodesh. You know, and I don't have no problem with y'all destroy the tribe of Judah. I don't have no problem, but the problem that they don't understand, don't be right in your spirit. Don't have a pen needle of righteousness. Your tail gonna be left right here. And you can tell. That's why he said, you know them by their fruit. And with them, they thinking the fruit is something to identify them from the outer man. You see the ignorance? They think the fruit is who you are on the outer man and what you do with your hands and how you give us and how you do this here. No, no, no. The fruit that he's speaking is spirit. The fruit of the spirit. So therefore, you have to understand when people talk, they have to be about the spirit. In the things they do, it has to always refer to the spirit. That's the fruit of the spirit. See, but they got it to where you can see it on the outside. Oh, I got all this land. I got all these houses. I got all these people living out here. Or I got a lot of crop. I got this and here. That's the fruit. How is it the spiritual fruit become what you then stole and taken and ain't even yours and telling people it's mine, but that's the fruit that y'all gave you? No, it's not the fruit. So what happened is I did, you all. I cut off a lot of grass. I did a lot of trimming. I did it all today. And I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good. That was after I did wrote down all and watched a couple of newsrooms and different things in the country and all the crime and chaos that's going on in the world. Then he gave me a lesson regarding the giants and the sons of Yah and the fallen angel. And then he said, when you look up fallen angel, you ain't gonna see that nowhere in the Bible. And I said, but you showed me that a while back. And it was shocking to me because I'm trying to understand where's the mindset of Judah. Where are they getting this mess from? These other books. And guess who wrote all these other books? The Roman Catholic. The power of Satan's right hand. That's why he's able to. That's why he's real smart, y'all. I'm going to tell you like it is. That's why he's intelligent. Y'all be wondering how Elon Musk, that is not a human. I just don't understand why is it the world, I guess because they are of the world. And only if you are the spirit, you know that he is not a human. And I'm like saying, but Father, you can look at him and tell. He said, Deborah, you can. Stop thinking because I've given you the ability and the gift that everybody else has. Okay? Get back over there in the lane. He is not human, y'all. He is not human. And everybody sitting around. That's what I was thinking. But I like, and I have to really embrace everything Father say, because I'm thinking, okay, they doing this, everybody doing this, and y'all sitting here said, didn't I make a lane for you? Why ain't you in it? But didn't I give you a lane to run in it? Because of what I'm seeing. And that's what he was telling me. In my lane, don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Keep running ahead. You got plenty of room. Run. You see? Because looking to the left and to the right is what he's saying to me, is when I see this and 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 I go before him, Father, y'all, what are they? He said, Deborah, that book, when I begin to teach you from it, it has shown you from A to Z. And that's 100. When that Ruach come to teach you, it'll break that thing down to you to where it can't even be broke down anymore. Then you be ducking, let me go on in the house then. Because there's no sense of being out when he didn't broke it down to the lowest term. So you need to get somewhere and sit down. And I like that. But even though I speak of, I like it because it's what's greater in me and my spirit regarding my Father. That's what I care for. That's what I embrace. But the truth be told, this flesh that you see can't stand what it see. No, I don't care if he prepared me for it. I don't care what he let me see. And I know he only do it for my endurance was given to me to endure it. And that's what long suffering. It's not suffering long because you in your captivity. It's not suffering long because you have cancer. It's not suffering long because you're poor and you're out on the streets. No, no, no. Long suffering in Yah is spiritual. It's when you know righteous, but you got to suffer long amongst unrighteous. It's like being on YouTube and you know that you branded with righteous, but you got to be on here speaking to unrighteous. Wham! That's what it is. So when I say my flesh can feel that thing, but yet I have to what? Get back in that lane and keep running. It ain't over until I say that it is over. See it, the Most High Yah. The reason why I say that is because everything is put before you in the spirit is revealed. And flesh be all over the place. Wait a minute. What they doing? Why is it doing? Why ain't they talking? What's going on? That's flesh. But spirit is like, woo! Didn't he tell you? Didn't he tell you? When did he tell you that? He told you that when you was 8. Didn't he tell you when you was 8? Oh, no. He told you when you was 8, 10, 16. Yes, he did. And all the memories come back. All that stuff start coming back. Wait a minute. Didn't he tell you that when you was in the 8th grade? Then you go instant. The Ruach could take you right back to where he told you a long time ago. And you sitting here today acting like it's brand new. That's what the Ruach was to do. It was to come into you, be your comforter, teach you all things. That means it overrides this. That's why I tell y'all, don't get messed up from the floor in this. The Ruach come to teach you all things. He don't need you to go chasing all these books. He don't need for you to swim into Torah, swim into Greek and Hebrew. For what? He don't need to teach you that. He comes from the spiritual realm. He's in you greater than what Torah is saying outside of you. Because greater is he that is where? On the outside? Or is he in the inside? That's another part of the ignorance. They don't understand that part. That's why I tell you, spirit is the only thing. And you don't get that. And when you get somebody, and I ain't saying I'm the only one, I'm sure there's some out there, because he told me even if it's just one on your page, when I give you something, if I suffer you to speak it, speak it. Because he was telling me the other day, one is a lot to me, Deborah. I was like, wow. And then he began to talk about the prodigal son. When he came back to his father, that was just one son. He was just showing me. It's a lot of verses in there letting you know. It don't take no crew. It don't take just one. So that he told me, and that's how my day been. I woke up seeing all the chaos in the world. Then I sat down and was hearing some information that was back in the biblical days. Blew my mind. I learned about the colors, and I said, so that's what French always talking about. This man, those same colors that they had a history, went way back in the Bible's days when they first were pulling up colors and how they came up with it. I said, how do you get purple out of that, out of the ocean? How do you get red out of that? And how do you get, and the things that they did to get it, they said it was a way that it got into your blood, into your system, your body, your odor. The odor was so bad that it stayed on you for longer than a year. They're just showing you how they got to those colors. Now, what I'm trying to say to you all is this. If you all trying to get 3 colors, now, guess who it was? They said the Roman Catholics had 3 colors that they was trying to master to claim as their own. And if you think about scarlet and you think about the purple, I'm like saying, wait a minute, why were they trying to do that? It was said that Yeshua had something of a purple, I think he had wrapped around him. And remember, the soldiers took it and divided it. The Roman Catholics, Satan's right hand, got a hold of that. But this is what they did. It was said that, that's why I was telling you, I was listening to that. And then the Father switched me and said, pull away. I want you to go into a study on the sons of Yah, the giant that was in the days of Noah. I did not say they went into no women. He said, that's what I have told you. The tribe of Judah will lie, even about what's said in this book and any other books that they have. Don't trust them teaching and revealing nothing of me, because they're not about spirit and truth. They're not about being the light that's set up on a hill that the whole world can see. They rather be down on the earth chasing their tails in the circle of darkness. Just imagine being in the darkness and a dog chasing his tail. Now, can he see his tail? No. But why is he chasing it? Gone. Gone. So what he was just showing me that he told me to read that, and then I found out, and he say, now when you go to the what they call, because see, in Yah ain't no new and old, it ain't no such thing. He said, when you go over there, you're going to see how it switched from the sons of Yah to the children of Yah. But I want you to know, Yah is me. Yahuwah is me. But when it switched from the sons of Yah, I was talking to them in one time period as the sons of Yah. When I talk about the children of Yah, this is a different time period. Okay? So when he said in Genesis chapter 6, when he ended the world, he wants you all to know that the your own tribe, which is Judah, the men and the women, but more so 95% of the men and about 5% of the women have lied to you on these devil platforms. There wasn't any giants sleeping with the daughters. It was men that came down representing Yah, got caught up from the flow up toward what? What did the men see? What did the men see? What did the sons of Yah see? They saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. Now, if the sons of Yah had a mission to work on Yah's behalf, why are they seeing these daughters that they are fair and taking as many as they please? And that's what the Holy Spirit told me. He said, now you see right here, they want to make you think it was the giants. It was the son of Yah. They got y'all lying. He said it was the son. He wasn't the son. It was men on the earth. Men on the earth. Men on the earth multiply. I mean, they become a big, great number. And in this great number, they began to have daughters. They didn't care if the daughters had cycles. They didn't care how young they were. They didn't care about anything. They were dispersing them, selling them, sex trafficking them. And when the sons of Yah fell for it, and they felt so freely, till they began to get as many as they please, what man is going to sell these daughters to these men like they property, like they cattle? That's what he was telling me. That's what the whole idea of why he ended. See, they ain't gonna tell the truth. And then y'all wrap that thing up on verse 5 and say, every imagination of their thoughts were evil and wicked continually. So you bump that back up to the first verse, and there you get it. That was men. Men turning their daughters out. And when the sons of Yah saw that, they said, well, see, if they didn't see it, they wouldn't be over there trying to get them. And if the men wasn't giving them to them like cattle, selling them, then they wouldn't be taking as many as they please. Y'all get it? But see, man set a trap toward the sons of Yah. And Yah said, hold up, my spirit ain't gonna always dwell with strive. And strive means turmoil with them for their flesh. That means there's another side to them, Deborah. They got a flesh in them. And that's going to do things of the flesh. So that's what he was saying. My spirit shall not always strive with them, Deborah. Yes, they are the sons of God. They were sent down here on this mission. But you know what I'm going to do? How you like me now? I'm going to end it all. How do you like me now? I'll end it all. He said, where the giants come in, he said, the giants were there in those days and after. He was just showing you, because what he's representing is he's saying that, let me see if I could kind of set something. This is how he's teaching me. He's saying that if this is the giant and the people are about right here, Noah was telling them it's finna flood, it's gonna rain, and the world is about to end. Giants is letting you know that even king flesh of man is on the earth, and they too are going to be destroyed, no matter how tall they are. That the giants is to represent the whole world is about to be flooded. And no matter how tall you are, everything is going. That's why it was telling you about giants. Because if there's some giants, people that's taller than normal men, I will say this to you all, they last longer than men and the daughters and the wives. They last longer. They lived longer. Why? Because they were taller. But see what y'all say? He said, I came both ends, Deborah. How they like me now. I came both ways. I created the earth on top of water. I brought that bad boy up and I brought that bad boy down, and they met each other and fulfilled my will. Rain, come down. Earth, come up. Destroy every living creature, every living being on the face of the earth. Rain, come down. Earth, water underneath the earth, come up. Meet each other to fulfill my will. Tell me my father don't rule. And you thinking you know something. You don't know nothing, because he ain't showed you nothing. Because you won't shut your ugly mouth long enough to sit up under the Ruach HaKodesh, the true teacher. None of these books can teach these Negroes. I ain't even call them Negroes. These tribe of Judah. Trying to get up under a man and think he gonna teach you. He gonna lead you so far astray, you're gonna be chasing your tail in the midnight. Not seeing your tail, but just chasing it. That's how lost, gone they are. Gone. So in my study, I'm going to bring that forth, not today though, so I can show y'all what all he gave me regarding that. So I found out a lot of good things regarding why he ended the world. And I found out it wasn't fallen angels, it was sons of Yah. Because I said, well, okay, Father, Job, you was with the sons of Yah. Why are you hanging out with Satan? His angels. But do you know these people will hold firm that those were fallen angels? Went into the daughters. Because why? You all did not know, even in the book of Genesis, the first chapter, men have taken Genesis 1 and 2 and has tossed it so far away from understanding. And because they didn't understand Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, that's why they don't understand nothing today. And the truth of the matter, Yah is not giving it to them to know. So that's why they are chasing their tail in the midnight hour, where it is pitch dark. That means they'll never find or they'll never catch up with the tail in which they chasing in circles. Another thing about it is he was showing me that when the sin hit the land and Satan felt his power was fully activated, and it had taken over uh, uh, the perfect time period. And it wasn't that Yah said, here, you can have it or you can take over. No, Yah and Satan knew that it was all well with him, because Satan didn't put himself to be the tree of knowledge and good and evil. Y'all see that? You don't get it. That's that same right hand power who put that tree next to the tree in the midst, next to the tree that's in the midst, which was the tree of life. Hey, here, I put this one here too, because this is where I already know. See, y'all thinking he dumb, but y'all smart. But what he was showing me in Genesis chapter 6 regarding why men cover it up, because it shows you their direct wicked and evil. He said all you have to do is go to verse 1 and verse 5. Verse 5 identified verse 1, 1 identified verse 5, where the mindsets were at. And instead, they made you and they taught you a lie, that it was fallen angels and that the sons of Yah were fallen angels. And then they said the giants are the fallen angels. They don't, or then the giants went into the daughters of men. That it didn't tell you that. It didn't say nothing like that. But so it led me to realize that the only way you can really get anything, it's only and only through spirit and truth. Because all this teaching out here, all of it's been a lie. All of it's been a lie. Now, let me ask, if anybody have any question, you can come on out. I'm done, because I covered everything I wanted to cover. I want to let you know that the setup in the world today as a prophet in the wilderness is to kill, steal, and destroy. That's the setup, okay? I want y'all to understand that the more you really got something to fear, because the one that you think that you don't have to fear is the one that you need to fear, because that's going to be your own nation. It's going to be tribe of Judah against the tribe of Judah. Mm-hmm. That's who's going. And if all you have to do is get your butt somewhere and sit down in the morning in front of the TV, get a pencil and a piece of paper. You're going to write 1 to 20. When you write 1 to 20, you're going to put down every incident that's taking place in the world. When you finish, you're going to see your tribe of Judah up and down. And when you see it, guess what you're going to say? Wait a minute, Sister Deborah, none of it makes sense. It don't make sense. It does not make sense. And that's what it is. It's not going to make sense. And that's what's going to throw many people off, because they're looking for things to make sense. And it's not going to be no sense there for it to make. Okay. So if you just do that, it'll show you what is actually taking place. A lot of it is they have poured off against things that's happening, to where now the way the underground power is setting it up is they're going to have a reason to come into us as people and go up against us, because they don't have nothing to go on but the way your people are cutting up. It's the way your people cutting up. They don't have nothing else to go on. And you think they're going to get in order and think, because you the children, you the people. Oh, please. You the children and you the people. Well, where's your Yah? Where's your Yah? Has he came? Do you know where he at? No, you don't. It's because his judgment is on you. And you're too stupid to see it. And that judgment means the other nations is getting set First, they got to get you to kill each other. First, they got to get the men to destroy one another, destroy their wives, because if they destroy their wives, then they destroy their kids. They know that. They know if these men are enemy of their women, that means their whole generation of their kids are gone. That's why you see a lot of these kids out here killing each other. They're out here shooting with these firepowers. So what the heathens and Gentiles do, let's put all this in there for them to grab. You know, we can put a rat in the middle of their streets and all of them go grabbing the rat to eat it. That's how the tribe of Judah is. Anything the heathens and Gentiles put out on us, they go grabbing it. It's a sad. I've seen it since I've been on the devil platform. I see it. They go running to get it. Whatever the Gentiles and heathens put out there for, they run and get it like they are giving them something. And all it be is wicked and evil. And these doing Hebrew Israelite men go running to get it and think they got something. Now, have your questions ready, because I'm going to be able to answer some questions. But what reason why I say just look at it, and then you're going to see the blueprint of the right hand of Yah, his judgment. See, right now, people don't believe he has a judgment out on them because they're so busy blaming the heathens and the Gentiles. But Yah's judgment is going to leave room for them to do as they please, because his judgment is so heavy on us, and we still refuse to turn and see things for what it is. So he said, okay, when I finish this route, then when the heathens and Gentiles get on them, let's see what they're going to do then. It's not like they're going to turn to Yah. He already know they're not. But they're going to get a taste of their own honey while they waiting for him to have the heathens to take the yoke from around their neck. No, Yah said he going to destroy your tail. So if you have any questions, this is the time I'm going to give you. We're going to probably spend 15 minutes in any questions. All righty, here we go. Hallelujah. For Yah's sake, Yah will be done. Yes, all praise due to the Most High Yah. Lies, deceive people, wicked and evil, let your will be done, Father Yah. Yes, yes, yes. Correction, Yah's children. So I'm going to give a few more minutes. If anybody have any questions or want to ask anything, it's open before Sister Deborah sum this up tonight. My coffee has gotten cold. All right, all right. I guess there's no questions. So that leaves Sister Deborah. I would say to you all out there, continue to believe that Yah is the right hand of all his power. He's the stretched out arm. He's the beginning and the end. He is he that was, he that is, and he that is going to be. And I know that I know we all need to do a study on the time period between the promised land, us going back to the promised land, and the judgment of the Most High Yah. Not knowing the time period or trying to figure it out, but know that there's a difference. There's a difference from the New Jerusalem coming down versus the promised land. Okay, so we have to find out in between those two what is actually going to take place. And I think that's going to be my treat for tomorrow. I'm going to get the fullness. And when I say the fullness, I'm going to just sit up under the Ruach and let him teach me the fullness of in between that time period of the New Jerusalem coming down. And I know it's going to be the battle with Satan and his army and other countries and all of that. I know that's going to be, but you know when that's going to take place? That's going to take place once we get over to the promised land. A lot of that, because even Magog gonna come after us, thinking he's in him. He's trying to figure out how do we get to one place to there. So he gonna do just like Pharaoh did. Pharaoh came after us. His army is gonna be joined, I believe, with all the other main countries that he have defeated, may God have defeated, and they're gonna be joining. They're gonna come after us in Israel, in the promised land. Let's just say that in the promised land, and they're not gonna even get near us, and y'all gonna destroy them. But he gonna leave some alive so they can go back and tell them how your life men now. But they gonna, a lot of them gonna die, and then that's when. Remember, I was telling you he was talking about to Ezekiel in the vision. Can these dry bones live? He was saying that to Ezekiel, and what he's gonna do, he said he's gonna bring a multitude of men over to the promised land. Why? Because see, when Magog get defeated, they're gonna be coming toward us, but they're not gonna get to us. Okay, but they're gonna be coming toward us, and they're gonna have to fight Yah on the battlefield, and they're gonna lose their lives. And the multitude of men that he said that he's going to take over to Israel, they're going to come and collect all the weapons and everything that Magog, all of them had a war. They're going to be collecting for days, and they're going to be collecting their items and burying them. Okay, so they got a job ahead of them, and that's when Russia is going to be coming after Israel and the tribe of Judah in the land of the promised land, and they never going to reach us because they're going to have to fight Yah, and why am I calling the fight? Yah going to destroy them. Just put it like that. So it ain't going to even be a fight. They just going to lose their lives because they thinking that they can come and defeat us and take over us. Because we over to where we need to be. But he got an army. See, that's why a lot of people don't understand David is going to be a ruler or like a king over us over in the promised land. That's why, because he's the one that know how to have the lead army. Okay, he knows about all that. And see, that's why. And if you go to Ezekiel 37, I think it's in Ezekiel 36 too, and in 37 and 38, you can see the army that Yah is going to raise up and take over to the promised land. And he said it's going to be a multitude of men. It's going to be a lot of them, Yah. But they got a job and a work to do as well. I know they're going to be the one collecting and burying all those dead bodies when Yah defeat Magog. And he's going to allow some to still escape, but not like a whole bunch, but enough of them. And don't forget, he's going to also have a lot of battles and wars are still going to be taking place while we over in the promised land. Okay. But somewhere along the line, us being over in the promised land, I need to really hear from Yah what is actually going to take place with us. What are we going to be doing? Okay. I like to really know it in spirit and truth. Okay, so I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all from tuning in, and I say that I am out, and I say unto you, shalom and shalom. Have a pleasant night.